Hey guys, and welcome back to our Papal campaign, where you see we are expanding hard, both in Italy, with all this being ours, and most importantly, a bit to the east. We created Kingdom of Two Romes, with Naples being our capital, forced by the Western Schism. We have plenty of going on, because besides expansion, we are dealing with the Western Schism. We did handle already one council, and with one more council, when this hits 100, we'll win the Western Schism and take back our money from France. At the same time, Globes and Ghibellines is happening, and once this reaches 100%, and should be faster than the HA one, we're gonna kick Italians out of the HA. So my expansion here will be much faster. I generally want to expand, around the Mediterranean, and I want to get every single location in Italy in order to get the event for the Kingdom of God. Wait, in the meantime, this Golden North is a bit bigger than it should. Or it looks like this because they lost terrains here. I'm building all these armories to actually start, I was using levies or just my subjects, and I want to also leverage the actual standing army for this with our amount of money. Thousands of games and DLCs as well as gift cards can be found on eneba.com, so sponsor of this video. If you also use a discount code from the video description, you can get additional 8% off. Make sure to use our link to support the channel, and happy browsing for your favorite games. And we've got best CPs from our subjects following through the threat, which is minus 25% cost. Remember, Parliament CP has plus 25, so it's 50% difference. I have it on the Red Needs, I have it on Serbia, and I have it on Tunis. This one is tricky. Red Needs. Yeah, let's do as much as we can before they find some allies. This can be handled by our subjects. Tunis will be tricky, so let's just do Red Needs first. Then we can also do Serbia. To give myself more power, I can request a cardinal seat for myself. Yes, granted. Thank you. So now I'm annexing slowly more and more subjects. What I'm also doing is making sure that they are enforced our primary culture, Median. And since we are theocracy, the OP thing is happening, so they all release Catholic, and they are really good at converting the locations. We are already earning 40 ducats, by the way, from the subjects. How many of them we have? 37. Yeah, we have to keep annexing more. I also do want long term to have a naval governor in Constantinople. So you gotta start working towards it. Develop the interior is great, because if I fail, I have different stuff to do. If I fail, I go towards Naval. And we'll surely gonna go purposely fail it. Just get some... that was a bad idea. Actually, taxes. I should have changed some laws. Let's change a law. In the distribution of power... Could go for additional crown power. They all love me anyway. Do this. We're changing more laws over time, but it's time to fix our crown power a little bit. What was gonna help me long term to go towards naval is changing some of this. Yes, guarantee form. Get rid of this one. I do really like that privilege for the roading building. I don't think it was giving land before, but I have to cancel it in order to start going towards naval. It's still not gonna be even there. Maybe if I stop paying for this guys, it's gonna help. Just look that now it's slightly going towards land, but we still have a bit more work to be done. Gunsmith should be really profitable, yes, because I created a lot of armories and no gunsmiths yet. This will help. Guns at a privilege from nobility for going towards land. Yeah, that costed. We should have something to go towards naval. I think burghers had something. Yeah, there it is, monthly progress to naval. Is this also... I didn't see this bridge yet. I think that's like a theocracy, Christian theocracy one. Proximity speed through land. That seems useful, but that's also a lot of power to the nobility. You know what? YOLO. That will be helpful. My crown power is anyway up to 15% of that guarantee form those mentioning earlier. Can also change our maritime law in order to get yet another naval progress. It's gonna be a slow process. Can you change another naval law? Not naval, but any law. Oh yeah, in the Holy Mission, we are currently getting to learn the true faith. There's some nice choice, but the one that I want is another mission dices, another naval progress. Oh, look, another naval movement here. Yeah, it's just because this guy's loyalty. It's gonna pick up. We finally unlocked docks, so we can stack a decent amount of the sailors. And one of the other things that I'm focusing on getting... what? Dock? Yeah, dock. Another thing that I'm focusing on getting, is it the next one? Are the barracks. And now the barracks are locked. I'm gonna spam as many of them as possible. We have to fix our maritime presence. If you want to spread the proximity navally as well. That's gonna be a massive... trading navy. Oh, by the way, I wasn't looking at my tax base today at all. We are hitting 400 already, and I'm pretty sure that that spike you're seeing there might be related to building all the armories and creating demand in the market. And you know, docks are helpful for multiple reasons. Not only being able to build ships, but it increases harbor capacity. Then protected harbor is increasing the harbor capacity even stronger than the docks. So I'm gonna build them everywhere as well. And then the harbor capacity is very important on how the proximity is being loaded when coming in from the sea. And this is the current harbor capacity in our lands. We need to improve it, so then we will be able to spread more of the proximity for the harbors. See, for example, here it's going through the navy already, the proximity, and we look at the calculation from Gulf to that location. It's minus 33 of proximity I'm losing, and I see harbor capacity is decreasing it by 1%. That's because there's only one harbor capacity, 1% harbor capacity in that location. Oh, and there goes the end of the Schism, which enforces us, looks like, Comita Pesci, with terrible stats as our Pope. We will revoke the French cardinals. Thank you. And Rome becomes our new capital. It's great and not great, because that means goodbye to Naples. And I have to spend money on local governor in Naples now. Why am I earning so little money from payments? There should be more for payments coming to us now with this happened. Let's take a look. What happened to the Catholic Church thief? This is not good, my friends. But yeah, we can at least do the Papal Bulls again. I'll start with this one, I think, which is antagonist received. Something is wrong with the payments, because when there's a schism, you share the payments with the other side, so in France. And after the schism, I'm earning as much as I was doing during it, but much less than before. Remember, it was over 100 that we are getting from the payments. Anyway, the governor is being finished, and this is the effect. Oh, I also next this guy, so that's not the clear effect. I think it was much better with capital in Naples and the governor in Rome. Much better because of its central position. How much it would cost me to change the capital? Maybe at one point I'm gonna decide to do so. Let's for now play with what we created. This will unlock the third cabinet member that I'm gonna use for that naval focus. We'll definitely need the crown power now. And I think I've seen it goes to the court, please, now that I'm not earning that much. Let's go straight to the ages to see exact advances that we'll need now. Well, tax efficiency, please. Culture's capacity and power projection. Overall, we need the advances from money. So let's take the rack paper. Let's take the maritime presence. Pondlock Canal will be of use, so is the max literacy. Looks like the payments are slowly increasing, so it's already 42, but that's not what I expected. Finally, the Triumph of the Guelphs. So, I have to open some from the HRE. So see the Holy Roman Empire is out of Italy. Yes, it's a free real estate. I just need to start getting... because it's bellies now, and the only way for me to do them myself is pretty much the parliament. Unless we excommunicate someone. Like Siena. The Great Devotion of 1399. A great wave of religious fervor has spread across Papal State as thousands of penitents traverse the countryside in solemn processions. I can encourage the movement. Excuse me. Shit, or I regulate it and get some stability because of devotion. Actually, I need some devotion, so that one is not that bad. And yet I immediately is requesting like to leave the excommunication. I'm so sorry, not gonna happen. Excommunicated ruler, my friends, it's minus 25, yeah. I guess I know how I'm gonna expand in Italy. And the Maciej Brahimowicz is definitely a good general, but why is his armor balding? Generally, look, we don't need that local governor in Naples. Like, having it just a capital Naples would handle this almost as efficiently, maybe outside of these locations. Just look how well we are already spreading the naval without even using that local governor as a source. Well, I do have Naples, one local governor somewhere here, and then one here. Yeah, that's a long-term planning. I'm just done with Schism, and we already have Hussites. They just appeared, so they're not necessarily in the country, but they are in specific locations. And look, just 30 antagonism. If you make sure to use this as well, you're down to just 30 antagonism. That will be all like 100 before. Let's go get them north. I think I could even release them. Well, I have problems with subjects a little bit now because, yeah, you see they're already getting the power, and the ones without good relations, they are getting disloyal. I will just keep it for myself. Or, you know what? Siena can be released. Can it? Yes. Small subjects here, big subjects here. And can we get another excommunication? Oh, that has a... yeah, okay. There's a bigger time to wait than I hoped for. But what we can do is to use Parliament for the further Italian expansion. I need to improve relations probably here anyway with Bari integrated. Look how nice everything here is in my hands. And this will be obviously also course because I am setting that culture, but it needs monthly to calculate. Hussite protest in Prague. I could go and increase the currency or lose all the stability. No, let's declare that war on Bohemia, because everyone in Europe should join that war with us soon and guard the Bohemians. They should, these allies should do it themselves. How about we also accept, can I accept Greek culture? Well, if you change the review of us to positive, that would be possible. And just keep watching on that screen, like how more countries are becoming green to join the Bohemian gang. This is art. And yeah, indeed the payments are fixing. It's 80 already, so I'm making money again. I had to white piece that war because AIs, as AIs, when they fight the other AIs for you, they just die. That's what was happening. Let's focus on releasing subjects on the terrains from Serbia. handling the civil war and annexing more of the subjects slowly around here on this coastline. With 50 towards naval, I can finally take the guarantee form. I think for harbor administration, will be another one later. It takes me even more towards naval and gives me the naval governor, and every coastal location is gonna get proximity impact report as well as development growth. Only bonuses. Look, even this port is getting 30 proximity now for the naval. I'm even reaching over here, and this is even though some tiles don't have maritime presence. I can build a naval governor in Constantinople, even though it's not my core. Well, I'm curious how it's gonna spread here. Not gonna be of huge use yet, but long term for sure. Could do that here, but these are really poor areas and I don't have any cities. Yeah, I can't improve opinion of Greek culture sadly. Could do... Well, what is Kandaris even now? Is it Turkish? Yeah, so I'd rather go for Sicilian. So I'll be annexing these guys at one point. And I'm pretty sure I've got Sicilian culture here and here. What would be the cost after this action to accept them? This is Sicilian. It is pretty much for free, so that was definitely worth it. Look how good proximity we have here. I'm thinking about naval governor in Genoa instead of Constantinople, but I might not even use it that much. I'd rather use Venice on this side of the Mediterranean, because here I'm spreading it nicely. A renewed crusade against Hasidism. Do we do another war? There's nothing that somebody will join us. No. Anyway, with all the proximity fixing, well, after dropping, because I lost the capital in Naples, we're fixing it. Well, that definitely did impact the base tax positively, and look at the proximity here. I just need to start annexing these guys as well. Just look how more and more beautiful Italy is becoming as we proceed north. Well, yeah, since there's still a lot of small tags, that is gonna take time to unite, and this will be a problem AE-wise. See, so far I have 6,000 of standing army. I don't need more for Italian wars. It's just 2 stacks sitting down, maybe even more if needed. For bigger wars here, I might keep this stack united, but they will be fixing borders here while also trying to fix it here, to be honest. I mean, Gallia is wide, but it's just creating confusion. And that's why I'm building spy network on them, and I got Silesia CB from our parliament, you know, just so I clean them before Mamluks do so. We are back at over 100 of monthly payments, but at this point it is not as big percentage of my budget as it used to be. France just won 100 years war, and you know, the timing is a bit better than it used to be in game lately, where they sometimes push it too fast. That's interesting, England. They did so by also pushing hard into Germany. Just don't push into Italy. With meritocracy unlocked, I can take some of the advances from the first age, which will be discounted because I'm taking it later. C4, Tocas, it's additional military tactics, and everything else is the standard stuff, but there are a lot of useful stuff. Some efficiency of the cabinet, tax efficiency, reduces state enrichment, power projection for faster coring. You also see speed of integration. That overall to just take everything. I have to, you know, limit myself with the quantity expansion at this point, because this is gonna grow too fast. I'm not a monarchy. I can run 2 types of the subjects. It's all vassals. So I'm doing what's necessary, but I'm also trying to annex as fast as possible the existing subjects to create the new ones. As Simony judged, we can treat it as a crime as it is, which will lose me stability. To disable even Simony, so the reform desire is gonna not go as high as it was so far. We'll lose 1 reform desire, and it's gonna start. I think that's a follow-up to the previous event that they had, where they had to pay a lot, of stability of the country, but this all helped. Look, how is it now? This is dropping. Let's go. See how it's even got up here. We've got with the good. Look, this already is at 33. This one has already 49 of proximity. We're getting there. I really need a good city on this coastline to spread it even better. Honestly, Ancona. What's their natural harbor capacity? Not the best. But it doesn't have to be like forever. Because look, if I remove the governor from Naples, to mainly make some difference here inland, if any. You guys see any difference? Very slight, right? Because there's 78 without the governor. How about we try putting the governor now in Ascoli and see how it helps me out here. This is how it looks like with the governor. It's not great yet, but we also need to fix the maritime presence. Plus, look, Albania is having it, I'm spreading it here as well. The empire will have nice proximity. Who can we excommunicate next? Really, just the guys that I'm fighting? Why can't it be, for example, Mantua or Genoa? We did not build any city for a while, and I might even consider more towns, especially on the coastlines, to better spread the proximity. How's a wine? Yeah, we are overproducing wine a lot, but if you want to build towns, it's ideal on locations with more population, like here, but that's livestock. Food is just too important. Yeah, instead I'm just gonna improve some of these towns to cities. Yeah, like this one, Steli. Someone fails on this wars with Czechia. How about we at last try it? Call him Poland. Just make sure that we get access for Hungary to kill them. Oh, no. I mean, crusade, yes, at one point on Egypt. Not now, not gonna do that. Okay, Czech an army. Let's try out. I have a bit of my subjects to help me out. They're fighting fearlessly. Look, we have the same losses, but we won. Well, these guys are fighting for living. I'm building more cities. I can't force convert them, that costs too much, but I can suppress Hasidism. Do we know if what it does? Large numbers of Hasid believers will be converted to Catholic. 1,000 ducats of tax. Let's see, what is a large amount? Well, they still have plenty of Hasids anyway. Diplomacy reached 100, but the payments reached 237. We are second great power. Yeah, with a great score 250. Ming has 1,200 score. At least we know there is a big Ming. There used to also be big Timurid horde that expanded a tiny bit into Persia. But yeah, Timur died, so there's a bunch of subjects released. The wars where you can annex a novel lord and take over the subjects are my favorite. That's why I'm gonna attack Mantua, so I can also take Ferrara. They have allies that also have subjects, so it should be not that small of a war. Yeah, they have 20,000. Well, we have 80,000, but lots of these guys are on the other sides of the sea. Oh, okay. I could excommunicate the guys that I'm fighting, but yeah, I'm taking care of Mantua already, so it doesn't matter. But Novara, on the other hand, yes. I'll have to wipe them here and then attack them with excommunication as soon as the truce ends. Oh, no! Did you just listen to what I was saying? I just annexed Ferrara the moment around the moment I declared the war, or just before I declared the war. We finally unlocked some artillery. It's kind of expensive. But I want to have Well, let's do 4 regiments per stack for now. Here we go, 1,000 of base stacks. Love how the graph is pretty much speeding up, right? Speeding up, speeding up. Well, Navarra is dying from excommunication before I could even do that. Still nobody cares AE-wise, thanks to a bit of improving relations we've been doing. But yeah, I do love how it looks like now. I think the last war I want to do today, so we are coming to the end of the Age of Renaissance, is... someone... I think I should still have. Yeah, claim on a province. Is Tunis. In ideal scenario, we just take the war goal and defend it. But yeah, I like to Mamluks. So it will be more tricky. For that purpose, let me bring another 2,000 for these guys. I'll try and make my subjects passive, so they don't lose wars from battles. And I'll do it myself. Let's do this. I'll make sure to go to the subjects, make them zzz, and I have to go to all my fleets and make sure that at war, this is a new option, the return to port. Because these are all trade fleets, and both Tunis and Mamluks can destroy us on the navy. Let's do this. I'm not so sure we have enough. I think I'm gonna build another man-at-arms for these boys. But let's see what we can do ASAP. Could I even rush down this fort? I don't think I have enough of men-at-arms. Worst case, I'm gonna die trying. Yeah, because the faster we get all these locations, the harder it will be for them to land. So let's, yeah, I'm gonna rush us down with a bit of losses. And see, they're landing like crazy everywhere. I probably need to build forts. It might be too late for that now. But both sides of the strait should have a fort. Them landing like crazy is not that big of an issue because that's also more war score for us for winning these battles. Because these are not standing armies, so the losses will be big. What is the patronage of Benedictus Piazza? Oh well, that's nice an event. Can spend some money to get research. How about here? Yeah, they are coming in. Or purely focusing on defending, you know, any sieges they'll be trying to take. Let's see, they're attacking us in, I think these are hills. Let's look at the tactical map mode. These are mountains! Oh. We've lost in Sicily, probably have to head to low morale. Well, let's see. Yeah, the losses might be a bit of a problem because it's a standing army versus levies, and then attacking me on the mountains. Yes, yes, come with more. Obviously my subjects don't have standing army, so it's not purely standing army fighting on our side. And I'm not so sure, yeah, we're winning. Even though my subjects decided to retreat from that battle. More? Bring us more, of course, if you want. That's just 3 war score for winning battles. Then landing like everywhere, a little bit, is the annoying part. But I should get this, and then just purely focus on pushing them back and getting ticking war score. We reduced Mamluk's army to 24,000 already, and we've killed overall 80k of armies. I changed the stance of our subjects to defensive, so at least maybe they try defending my lands, and I think they're doing so. Mamluks cannot cross through here. So they are trying to land through the navy, but that one is surely a wipe. There it is. Taking whole Sicily, and as a bonus, it looks goddamn good. We're close to no AE. There goes Age of Discovery. By default, Age gives stuff to colonies. Exploration, it unlocks several new guarantee forms you have listed here. I think there should be something for Naval. This one is nice for the loyalty of subjects, we might use it. There's the Crown Power one if you have 50 serfdom. But yeah, let's focus on picking our focus. I'm gonna go for the admin because it gives us admin efficiency, pop conversion speed, another pop conversion speed, pop assimilation speed, building cost, speed of integration, trade capacity, iron bonuses, and urban building cost. Anyway, here's where I'm gonna finish episode 2. You see we are nicely expanding into Italy, we're nicely fixing the borders here, and I'm gonna continuing so, maybe even going after the Mamluks and Tunis and Hungary, but this is like a secondary focus. The main focus is to continue getting Italy. We still have the regional of Italy to be conquered. So far so good, 1,000 of base tax. This is how nice our proximity is looking like. This is how our control looks like. This are our markets. I might, just probably take over these markets. All looks good so far. If you guys are enjoying this campaign, let me know by liking this video. You can also hype it if you're on your mobile device, and obviously subscribe to the channel to get notified about part 3.